Let's move on. And the Central Board of Direct Tax Chairman Ravi Agarwal is confident that the tax collections will keep rising as the Indian economy grows. CNBC-TV18's Timsy Jaipuria began by asking him about the present trends in the budget collections. Listen in.
So we are very positive about the present trends in the budget collection, and as reflected from the present trends, I am very hopeful and I am in fact very sure that we would not only achieve the budget targets, but we would take all steps to exceed it.
So when we talk about the collections, STT is the outlier. Every time we are seeing STT collections rising to almost double. Do you think that is a silver lining for the tax department to actually see how the recent changes that were made in securities tax collections, in the capital gains tax collections, is that something that is helping the department to come up with some new strategies, or is hopeful that these current rates will continue on these two planks?
You see, these are reflective. STT higher, it's about 89% now increase. But this is reflective of the overall economic scenario in the country. So this is a reflection of that. And of course, tax is the component. It's basically a derivative, I would say. Once the economic activity goes up, that is reflected in the, you see, earnings, corporate earnings, and then also the share market also reflects that. So it's all a reflective of the economic trends and the economic progress in the country. So naturally, if that's an offshoot, and if the economic progress is more, then corresponding taxes would also increase across the board, be it STT or corporate tax or a non-corporate tax also.
So when we talk of the upcoming budget, one announcement that everyone is looking forward to is the changes that the government is planning to simplify the Income Tax Act 1961. After two failed attempts that we have seen in the recent past, first the Arvind Modi committee, then Akhilesh Ranjan committee, they even submitted the report. How different it will be from these two attempts, and how hopeful are you that yes, this time finally this process will actually sail through and come in the budget?
You see, I would not say that these were, I think it will be too strong to say that these are failed attempts. It's basically an ongoing process, which is a consultative process, and the recommendations there in those were duly incorporated subsequently in the Tax Act also. So it's basically when the right time comes, then you see the changes are done, and I think I'm sure that this time the right time is there, and we should be able to come up with a simplified version. We are working for it. We are working on it, and we are working very hard on this. We are hopeful, and that we would be able to come up to the expectations of the government and to the taxpayers. And that's why we have actually invited suggestions from the taxpayers. This is all an inclusive approach, and we got good suggestions. We would be definitely taking care of those suggestions and duly incorporating it appropriately in the statute.
Will this also give an opportunity for the department to bring in rate changes, or it will only focus on the simplification of the law, the language, reducing the burden of litigation? Is that the agenda, or there could be some rate changes too as part of this simplification exercise?
So I think I would just say that we are focusing on the simplification of the tax and making compliance easier for the taxpayers. So we are identifying those areas, and we are trying to make it simple. So simple language, simple processes, that is what we are looking at.
Rates are not part of this agenda?
Well, you will see it when the appropriate time comes.
Okay, with that, we'll slip into a short break. When we come back, we'll get you more on the markets and talk about some stocks. Stay tuned.